What if one night your mother came home, but she was not your mother anymore? Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a quiet village, deep in the mountains of Korea. The stars are bright, the wind is gentle, and somewhere in the dark forest, something is watching. This is the story of two brave children. A story of fear and courage and love. This is the sun and the moon. A long, long time ago, in a small village nestled between tall mountain peaks, there lived a kind and hard-working mother. She had two children, a boy and a girl. They did not have much. Their home was small, their meals were simple, but they had each other. And that was enough. Every morning, the mother would wake up before the sun. She would prepare breakfast for her children. She would brush the girl's hair. She would tie the boy's shoes. And then she would go to work. She worked far away in the mountains, carrying rice cakes to sell at the market. It was hard work. It was tiring work. But she did it for her children. Because that is what love looks like. Every evening she would walk home, alone, through the dark forest, through the tall trees, under the silver light of the moon. The children would wait by the window, watching, waiting. Is that Mom? Is that her lantern? And every night she came home, with a warm smile, and leftover rice cakes. But one night, everything changed. Deep in the forest, there lived a tiger. Not an ordinary tiger. This tiger was old, and very, very clever. It had been watching the mother for many nights. It had seen her walk alone. It had heard her singing softly to herself. And it had made a plan. A terrible plan. That night the mother never made it home. The tiger came to her in the forest. And in the darkness between the trees, the tiger became the mother. It wore her clothes. It copied her voice. And it walked toward the house. Knock, knock, knock. The children heard it. They looked at each other. Mom is home. But wait. Something felt different. Children, it's me, your mother. I brought rice cakes. Open the door. The boy pressed his ear against the door. That voice. It was her voice. But it wasn't quite right. Mom, he called out slowly. What happened to your voice? The tiger outside paused. Then it said, I walked so far today, my throat is sore. Please just open the door. The girl tugged her brother's sleeve. She shook her head. Something was wrong. She could feel it. Mom, the boy called again. Show us your hand under the door. A hand appeared beneath the door. But the children stepped back in shock. It was covered in fur. And the nails were long and sharp. That is not our mother. The children grabbed each other's hands. They ran to the back of the house. They opened the window. And they jumped into the night. Run, run, run. Their bare feet hit the cold ground. The trees blurred past them. The wind screamed in their ears. Behind them they heard it. Crash. The tiger had broken through the door. Come back. It roared. Its voice was no longer the mother's voice. Now it was something ancient. Something terrifying. The children ran deeper into the forest. Branches scratched their faces. Rocks cut their feet. But they did not stop. They ran and ran, until they reached the biggest tree they had ever seen. Its trunk was as wide as a house. Its branches reached up into the clouds. The boy looked up. We have to climb, he said. I'm scared, said the girl. I know, said the boy. But we have to. He helped her reach the first branch. Then the next. And the next. Up they climbed. Higher and higher. Above the treetops. Into the cold night air. Below them the tiger arrived. It looked up at the children. Its yellow eyes glowing in the dark. And then it began to climb. The children screamed. Please. The girl cried out to the sky. Someone please help us. The boy held her tight. Don't look down, he whispered. Don't look down. They were running out of tree. The branches were getting thinner. The tiger was getting closer. And then, something happened. A light appeared above them. Soft, golden, warm. And from that light, a rope came down. A long, glowing rope. Descending slowly from the sky. The children stared. "Take it," the boy said. The girl grabbed the rope. Then the boy grabbed it above her. And they began to rise. Up, up, up. Into the sky. Below them, the tiger howled with rage. It jumped for the rope. It grabbed the end. But the rope let go of the tiger. And the tiger fell. Down, down, down. Into the darkness. And it was never seen again. The children rose higher. Past the clouds. Past the stars. Until they reached a place of pure light. They were safe. But they could never go back home. The boy looked at his sister. The girl looked at her brother. And something miraculous happened. The boy began to glow. Brighter and brighter. Until he became a blazing ball of golden light. He became the sun. The girl shimmered softly. A gentle, silver light. She became the moon. And together, they were placed in the great sky. The sun rises every morning. Watching over the children of the earth. Keeping them warm. The moon glows every night. Watching over those who sleep. Keeping them safe. And people say that when you feel the warmth of the sun on your face, that is a brother's love. And when the moonlight falls gently on your pillow at night, that is a sister's care. The two children never came home. But they never truly left. Because they are always there. Above you. Watching. Loving. Forever. And that is how the sun and the moon were born. Remember this story, little one. Even in your darkest night. Even when you are scared. Even when the tiger is at the door. Courage will always find a way. And the light will always come. Good night.